So in this video we are going to discuss about compiler design lab using Lexan Yak. So the problem statement is write a Yak program to accept a statement and do the error detection. So we need to check for valid arithmetic expression in the input C statement and report the errors in the statements to user as well as evaluate the arithmetic expression. The solution to this given problem statement is we need to write Yak program and Lex program. So Yak program consists of definition part, rule part and then user subroutine part. In the Lex program we are going to write the definition part and the rule part. As we are going to accompany with Yak program, in the Lex program will not have the user subroutine part. In the Yak program include the require header file. So here I have included standard input output header file and whatever the variable definition we need to include here. As we are going to pass the tokens which are recognized from the lexical analyzer, that we are going to pass to the Yak program. So usually the terminals will be recognized by lexical analyzer and will be passed on to the parser. The same logic will use here. So here percentage token ID number. So identifier and number are the tokens we are going to use here. And the parenthesis, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, operators plus, minus, slash and star, they are all having left associativity. That we need to write here using percentage left. And unary minus will be having non-associative nature. So that we need to specify here. Then in the rule part, we'll be writing the grammar. The grammar consists of many production rules. So after writing each and every production rule, we need to terminate each and every production rule of the grammar by semicolon. So here statement produces expression. That's the first production rule terminated with semicolon. If it is valid, then we are going to just print that it's a valid expression. And if the expression produces, usually expression producers in the theory we will be writing it as arrow mark. So instead of arrow mark in the Yak program we are going to write colon here. So expression colon parenthesized expression. Expression produces parenthesized expression. So which are all the extra symbols we are going to use, we need to enclose that within single quote or open parenthesis expression. So here the parenthesis expression is a valid one. If you want to print it, here we can specify the printf statement. And for open parenthesis expression, it is invalid one. So syntax error we have to print it. And expression produces expression plus expression. So plus is a symbol, so we need to enclose it within single quote. And here the values of the children nodes, first expression and the second expression, we need to add them together and store it in the parent expression. So the parent value will be stored in $. So the children values will be stored in $1, $2, $3 and so on. So here the $1 value we are going to store with $3 value. So here it is synthesized value calculation here. Then after that if you want to print the result, we can just print it as $, value, we can print it. Then expression produces expression plus. So here the right operand is missing, it is syntax error, that we can just print it. Similarly expression produces expression minus expression, so that is valid one. So if it is valid one, we need to carry out subtraction here. So $1 minus $3 will be stored in $, the same thing we can print it here. Then if expression produces expression minus, that is syntax error, that we can just print it. Similarly expression produces expression star expression. So here we need to multiply $1 value with $3 and store it in $, and we can print the same. And if expression produces expression star, it is syntax error. Expression produces expression divided by expression. So all those operators we will enclose within single quote. And they will be recognized by Lex program and they will be written as it is. So for the division we need to just we need to first check whether the divisor, whether it is equal to 0 or not, we have to check. If it is there, then we'll just write we have to handle the exception. So we'll just print that division cannot be done. Otherwise we will divide $1 by $3 and store it in the parent $, and we can print the same. And if expression produces expression slash, here the right operand is missing, so that we can intimate to the user using printf statement. And expression produces expression mod expression, so in such case we just print that it is valid expression, and we will be carrying out the operation $1 mod $3 and store it in $, parent value. And if expression produces expression mod, here right operand is missing, so it is an syntax error. And expression produces id, that also we want to recognize. Expression produces number, that also we want to recognize. And here why the vertical bar we have used for combining all these rules are the left hand side of the production rules are same, so we can combine them by using vertical bar symbol and finally a semicolon to terminate the production rule. So now the rule part of the Yacc program is over by mentioning double % symbol. So for the Yacc program, we have to write the user subroutine part. So here we will prompt the user to enter the arithmetic expression, then call YY parts. So whenever we give this Yacc program to the Yacc tool, it will generate the C program equivalent to that. To call the C program routine, whatever we have written there, whatever the Yacc tool has generated, if you want to call, you have to write here YY parts function we have to call here. So that's all regarding the main subroutine. Then we need to redefine the YY error. This YY error is a predefined one, but we can redefine it. We can override the operation, whatever mentioned already, we can override it and we can rewrite that here. So if there are any error entered by the user, in such case none of the production rules will be used to recognize it. So that in such case we will just print that invalid arithmetic expression and we will exit of the parser. And in the Lex program corresponding to the Yacc program what we have discussed now, in that Lex program we have to include y.tab.h. So here this y.tab.h, it is not user created, it will be created by the Yacc tool. If you remember, in the Yacc program we have created percentage token id number. So when the Yacc tool see this particular statement, this particular command, immediately it will be writing this token, and for each one of them unique ID will be assigned and it will be returned to a header file called y.tab.h. So that header file we want to refer here in the Lex program. Then include standard input output header file, then character type if you want to refer we can include that header file. So here from the Lex program, whenever we recognize the values, numerical values, that time we want to pass the values from the Lex program to the Yacc program. So in such case we need to give external int YYL value. YYL value is a predefined one, so that we are using here for making the communication between the Lex and Yacc program. And whatever the other required variables we can define here. So in the rule part, the first rule in the Lex program is we want to recognize identifier. If identifier is recognized, immediately we will return the ID token. So here whichever lexeme it's matching from your input, that will be there in YY text. So YY text will hold the lexeme which is matching with the regular expression here. So if it is identifier, then we have to read the value of it. That's why scanf statement is used here. So using the value variable, we are reading the value for that identifier, and that value will be storing it in YYL value. That will be passed from Lex program to the Yacc program. That's why it is an external variable which can be used in the Yacc program also. So here, if there is any number recognized, integer number or floating point number recognized, so that number, sequence of characters which form the number, it will be there in YY text. So YY text will hold the lexeme which is matching with this particular regular expression. So that we want to convert that alphabet sequence, alphanumeric sequence we want to convert to integer. Then it will be stored in YYL value, so it can be referred in the Yacc program. Then if the number is recognized, immediately we are returning the token number. Then if there are any tab or space or recognize, we don't want to do anything. And if there are new line character, if new line values are there, it will return 0. Then if any other single character is recognized, if you want to recognize that, dot we will be using it. So for example, if you want to recognize open parenthesis or close parenthesis or plus or star, minus, mod, value, division and all those operators, if you want to recognize, this dot, this meta character will be used here, and in such case YY text of 0 will be just returning here. Then that's all regarding the lex program, and we need to redefine YY wrap function, which is a predefined function. We need to overwrite it here. So YY wrap function, simply we are not doing anything, that's why here return 1 is written here. So that's all regarding the recognition of arithmetic expression. Thank you.